shut up, Kim. It's not you. It wasn't you.
It could be if I keep thinking about it hard enough. Kim's afraid of things like, oh, I don't know, being on time. You dork.
Good morning, y'all. MG Improvements checking in. Good morning.
Morning.
There you go. Oh, did somebody just sneak right in here?
Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh! I thought it was Santa for a minute.
No, it's not. But man, let me tell you.
It's the man.
No Shave November. That's
the
all
myth?
it is. Just No Shave November.
I've never seen you with a beard, and I don't know how I feel about this.
You know, I saw Brian the night of the Tyson fight.
Get closer to the mic. These are very sensitive mics.
Right,
There,
it was the night of the Tyson fight.
Oh yeah.
So saw Brian at the tournament, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm leaving, he goes, "Man, you look old." I said, "No Shave November, dude. What's going on with that?"
Wow.
Man? And like, all right.
I don't think I've ever seen you with a beard either,
Exactly.
No,
See,
it's the first time I've
he's-
ever done No Shave November.
man. Wow.
Yeah,
And how
first
much
time
did you
ever.
raise?
Huh?
Did you raise any
I
money?
just raised my right hand. That's all I did. Just, I'll do it. All right, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a competition.
It's
all
the
competition.
man, the myth, the legend, the real Reno Luna joining us in studio, guys. He is live and in living color.
Yes.
First time he's ever been on this program.
Hey, I saw that promo, man. That was pretty good.
You like that?
Jay versus Reno. No buffering.
Oh no.
What was that all about, man? It was not aggressive. Not aggressive.
It was the build-up, man.
Some people in this place, man.
I got the message. Hey, you want to be a guest?
Sure.
Right, just that easy.
We got time to fill this week.
But I did say one more thing. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I go, no holds barred, right? I said, anything
Oh,
you want to
no.
ask, it's open, man. It's open.
It's
Wow.
on.
You got the advantage today, man. It's only Brian and I.
That's true.
And Brian is the only healthy one here, believe it or
man.
not.
What are you talking about?
So I sent a message to Jay yesterday. I go, hey, so who's going to be in the studio?
Yeah.
And I said, Selena, Brian, Jay. All right, cool. That's all I
Yeah.
needed to know, right?
Yeah.
So, man, Selena didn't show up this morning.
Yeah.
Come on,
You
man.
were-
She's gonna be sad she missed you, dude. She likes you a lot.
Come bearing gifts.
Well,
You
I mean,
did.
I come bearing gifts.
And I think she likes your dogs. That's why she loves your dogs.
You know, today is my puppy's birthday.
Yeah.
One of my puppy's birthdays.
Oh.
10 years old, and that's the one Selena nursed.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Cool.
And these are the ones that usually last. Their lifespan is about 2 years. This one has gone on to be 10 years
Yes.
Wow.
old. 10 years old. The big guy.
How many dogs you got?
4.
4 dogs.
4 pups. Yeah, 4 pups.
Wow.
I've got twins,
Yeah.
and then I've got the middle child, kind of like my favorite, and then we got the older one. But yeah, I got 4 right now. 4.
Right on, man.
4 bulldogs.
That's
That's
insane,
awesome.
man. That's
Love
insane.
it, man. Love it. Love it.
I don't understand pet owners, but hey, to each their own. I'm not gonna sit here and judge.
I mean, Reno has a son, so it's not like he's filling a gap. He has a son, so
No, I get it. I get it. But look, I've told Selena this. I said the dog that my daughter has is being abused.
yeah, I'm sure. He
And
is.
so
Oh, she.
yesterday,
Excuse me.
take a look at this, Brian. As she's running through the back door. Can you see that?
I don't. Ah.
Boom.
What? the- Who put that chair there? Jay Gonzalez, how dare you?
Oh my God! It ran full force
Does your pup get zoomies?
into that. Does the pup get what?
Zoomies. Like it just starts randomly taking. Because you talked about the like one. It was one weekend, right, where they're just like zooming around the yard.
Oh, he does that every time.
Yeah, they get excited. They do
They
zoomies.
just start. He just starts running laps, and I'm like, calm down. You know, it's not that. It's not that deep.
My middle child gets those zoomies and he starts running around. And one of my favorite things to do is to take them outside, right? And they love to go outside for like 10 minutes. So I say, hey, dude, let's go outside. And they started running outside. The middle child started running. And boom, he hit the door. He broke the glass.
Oh man!
Wow.
But they love it. They love to
Yeah.
do that. They love to do that.
Dang.
By the way, do you have any weird phobias? We're just talking about this lady who's afraid of who has what is it? Banana phobia?
Banana rabbit.
Yeah. So,
Banana phobia. That's right.
And
Actually, yes, Jay.
what is your phobia?
I'm afraid of clowns.
What?
I'm afraid of
He
clowns.
has calorophobia.
I'm afraid of clowns.
When did that happen?
As a child, and we trace it back to my brother and I trace it back when we were growing up. We lived on Warenett Street, right by St. Joseph Church.
Yeah.
And in our room, we had a lamp. It was a clown, and that was our room. So that caused that fear of clowns for me, man. I can't see clowns. Not only like it clowns, like killer clowns, but even like a Ronald McDonald has a little thing. For
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So any
I
kind
love
of clown.
McDonald's, yeah.
Wow.
I love McDonald's, but yeah, get rid of those clowns, man.
Oh, man. Oh, look at him.
Yeah, that's it. I won't sleep for a week. Yeah, thank you very much, Jay.
Dang.
Clowns. Yeah.
Reno's like, I'm going back to work right now.
You think that's weird? My daughter was afraid of the moon and the stars. When she would see a shooting star, instant tears in her eyes, guys.
Dang.
Man.
What'd you do to your child? Seriously.
Trypophobia is the fear of clusters of holes or bumps, guys. Just
Yes.
FYI.
And apparently my legal team has that.
They have that too.
And I had to ask them, I said, how did you get, like, where did that come from? I'm waiting
Yeah.
for an answer. So,
By the way, I'm glad Reno is getting to face his fear of being around a clown. Thanks, Ryan. Dang.
y'all don't know how long Reno and I have known each other. All right?
Yeah, man, it's been a long time.
Long time. Thanks to my cousin Richard.
Mm.
That's why.
Jay, can I just put it out there? Kiss sucks. Thank you. Oh, man.
Yeah, they're already starting, bro. They're already starting.
Dang. So when did your whole Kiss fascination begin?
They're not clowns.
They're
They're not clowns. ICP is clowns, right?
True,
So
yeah.
We know
True.
those are clowns, but not Kiss. They're just not Kiss.
Not Kiss. They're
Not
not.
Kiss.
You don't consider them clowns because of the makeup.
No.
They're rock stars.
That's
Yeah,
right.
What was it? The Gene Simmons. What is that on Comedy Central? They do
Yeah.
all those roasts.
Oh, the roast.
the
yeah.
roast.
The
Yeah.
roast of Gene Simmons, right?
Yeah.
So they said that he was like the bozo of rock and roll. I completely disagree. Completely disagree. But no. They're not clowns.
You've actually seen Kiss how many times?
A handful. I would say maybe 6 times.
Six times.
But
Yeah.
this last tour, the end of the road tour, I saw them twice. The one in San Antonio,
Okay.
and then the very, very last show at Madison Square Garden, right?
Wow.
My son saw him 3 times. He caught him in San Antonio. He and I saw him, and we did the meet and greet thing. But then he caught him in Austin, and then he caught him at Madison Square. So I was kind of like, wow, dude.
So you made your son into a Kiss fan as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The only thing, they didn't change any of the song lineup.
Oh, huh.
I mean, everything was exactly the same. It's all pre-recorded, right?
Vocal tracks, yeah.
Yeah, the backup. Yeah.
I mean, I think I sound closest to Paul Stanley today. Then maybe I'll sing a song or two here in a minute.
You
Yeah.
sound closer to the guy that was impersonating Ace Frehley on was it Jenny Jones or Phil Donahue?
Oh, that guy. Wasn't it Peter Chris?
Oh, you're right. It was
Oh, yeah,
Peter
Peter
Chris,
Criss,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Those backtracks are crazy, man. We went to go see Air Supply this summer, and all the music started, and they had a new sound guy for just that night. He couldn't get the backtrack started, so the music started. The guys were moving their mouths, but the audio wasn't coming through. Like,
Oh, no.
man, just kick it in,
Man.
kick it in. It wouldn't start.
Who gave you a bad gift of giving you Air Supply today?
It was my gift to my wife. Dude, Air Supply rocks, man. It was a
Dang.
great show.
I didn't even think they were still around.
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
Reno has reached that demographic now. Air Supply rocks.
That was part of my growing up demographic,
Said
man.
no one ever. That's
No,
what
no,
I'm
that was
saying.
KDLK. Back in the 70s, on my way to school, they would play all that Air Supply music. Air Supply and ABBA is what I would remember
Yeah.
as I'm getting dropped off at St. Joseph's School, man. That was, it was KDLK.
Why would you do that, Jay? Why would you do that to Reno as a child?
Oh, man.
I mean, you're that old. Why would you do that to Reno?
KDLK was
Dang.
located like right behind the Dunkin' Donuts area.
That's
Oh,
where
my
it
Right
started,
there,
huh?
Right
Wow.
back there. Well, that's where I remember it.
Well, you know a lot of history about this town. Do you know what this building was before a radio station?
Funeral home. No, just kidding. I don't know. I've heard the conversations that you guys do. No, I do not. I do not. I do not.
even hesitate, man. He was just like, funeral home.
No, I've heard your conversations about what was here. I do not know, man. I just remember it. I remember working here.
Yeah.
And it was KDLK, KLKE, K-Lake.
Yeah.
But no,
Ah.
it was. Now you guys have like 5 different radio stations here.
Well, we can't find an audience, man. That's the problem. We keep switching the format. Common denominator is that we stay the same. So
But you guys got rid of the Robo station that was up front, and it looks a lot nicer. You guys at least vacuumed. It looks great.
At least vacuum.
we raise enough funds to buy a vacuum.
That's right. Woo, yeah.
Man. Good morning, guys. Air Supply and Ariel Speedwagon guys rolled back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Reno went to go
Absolutely, I agree
see
with
REO Speedwagon not too long ago. I think they were opening up for a puppet show somewhere.
No, I didn't go see REO Speedwagon. You saw REO Speedwagon, didn't you? At New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve in San Antonio.
Yeah, I haven't seen REO Speedwagon.
Wow, Jay, that's impressive.
Well, you know, it was free.
It was free. Were they playing on the corner or what?
Actually, I was there to see the opening act. Who was, gosh, I can't remember. Pat Benatar.
That was the opening act for REO Speedway.
He was opening up, yeah.
We couldn't flip that around, to be fair.
Couldn't. I was kind of glad because it was cold that night.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, yes, we get to leave right after Pat Benatar.
Did she rock the show?
She did.
Yeah.
She did a good job.
Yeah.
Kiss Rules, Hotter Than Hell album,
There you go.
1974.
There you go.
Mr. Padilla
There
checking
you
in.
go. God gave rock and roll to me.
Was that your first album that you bought for Kiss?
No, man. I think the first one was Love Gun.
Love Gun.
Yeah, Love
You
Gun.
bought the record.
No, the 8-track, man.
Oh, the
It was
8-track.
8-track, dude. I'm that old. It was an 8-track,
8-track.
man.
Damn.
And it just kept going over and over. Christine 16, over
Yeah.
and over. Like,
Which
man.
a lot of people don't know Christine 16, which is a very inappropriate song today.
Which,
It's a very inappropriate song.
you ought to see the looks he gets when he plays it at Rams games. He's like, what the hell?
I'm like, Reno, you shouldn't be playing that song right now.
I'll play the Beach Boys instead.
Yeah, that's my. Hey, get out of my playlist, Reno. Get out of my playlist.
And that Christine 16 was sampled by Tone Loc for Funky Cole Medina.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't know if you knew that or not. But
I did
get
not.
It. I don't get it.
by the way, Air Supply, search, preach on, brother Reno. One Renee to another. Big Ren checking in. Man.
Big Ren. Wow.
Hey, so you're like into the old bands. Also, like wrestling is your thing.
No, man. Well, this is how bad the influence is, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So XM radio, right? I know it's a whatever. It's
Yeah.
always on Yacht Rock in my son's room. Yacht
Yacht Rock?
That's how much influence we've messed him up with, right?
Yeah,
So
true.
it's Yacht Rock, and it,
You are dressed like you're ready to go on a yacht. I will
come
say
on,
that.
Jay, man. Come
Go
on.
ahead.
Come
Go ahead.
on.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
Go ahead.
so
Either,
this-
either that or he discovered dinosaurs on the island.
so Friday night, HBO is going to do a documentary on Yacht Rock.
Oh, really?
Video killed the radio star, man.
Well, there you go.
That's what it is.
And that's Friday night.
Friday night, 8 o'clock.
Yacht Rock.
Yacht Rock.
It's a documentary,
To
man.
be fair, your son is probably one of the most like mature young people I'd ever met. He was all I'm like, y'all did a great job, but it was like he was like a miniature adult. That's all he was.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
he's
well,
he's.
thank you for the compliment.
I mean,
appreciate
hey,
that.
I like your boy. He's a good man.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. As opposed to me, right? Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you,
you're
Brian.
you're
Thank you,
okay,
Brian.
man.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
You threw a shoe at me once as kids, so I mean, it happened.
Dude, I come bearing gifts, man.
What did you bring?
I come bearing gifts, but Selena's not here.
Well, I'll
man.
take her gift. It's
Kind
fine.
of ruined it, man.
It's fine.
All right. So Brian touched on this earlier, right? I've known him for a long time,
True.
and you talked in this, Jay, about wrestling and rock and all
It's
this
true.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I reached down into my bag of gifts.
Oh, man.
And I found something for Brian.
Oh,
Jack's Pacific.
Oh, okay.
Jack's
back.
Great Company.
It's an original mint condition Undertaker.
What?
What? No way.
Yep. So
Wow.
he can keep this.
Whoa!
He
Oh.
can sell it.
No way.
He
that's-
can flip it.
that's
but
PC.
it's a live wire Undertaker.
That is
Where's
a-
the camera? Where's the camera? Where's
Right
the
there
camera?
in front of you.
camera?
Right
There
in
you
in
go.
front of you. There you
There
go.
you go. Look at
This is
that.
for Brian.
That is
right?
a personal collection
This is
figure
for
right
Brian.
there, buddy.
Personal collection. So I
That is
pulled that out,
awesome.
and
When
that's
did
for
you get
Brian.
into wrestling, man? Have you always been a big wrestling fanatic?
It had to be in the 80s. It was world class championship wrestling.
Yeah.
That opened the door to, what is it, Saturday night Superstation Wrestling
Yeah.
with the, what is it, Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen.
That was the NWA
and all that.
and
But
Jim Crockett Promotions.
that's what it was. But the main one was the one from Dallas, the Sportatorium,
Yeah.
world class.
Yeah.
Coming to you live, the Dallas Sportatorium. That's
Yeah.
right.
You know,
That's the one.
I've always been, I don't know. Maybe as a kid I was a wrestling fanatic,
Everybody
but I
was.
feel like I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have. You know, back in those days. You know, when you had the Dusty Rhodes and the Terry Funks and all those guys.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, growing up, after a while, it kind of faded out for me. But I'm glad you guys kept that going. I mean, both of you guys kept that dream alive of of wrestling.
That's right. We support $1 billion business. Us, the two of us only.
Absolutely.
It's
You guys
rough.
did great.
It's not been easy.
Did you ever catch Saturday night's main event?
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back in January from San Antonio.
Yep.
Oh,
Gonna
look
be
at
live
that.
in San Antonio on Saturday night, and possibly hosted by the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Who's from?
Who was your favorite wrestler, Reno?
Ooh.
Ah, man, that's just really a hard question. I would say the Von Erichs, because we kind of had like they came to Del Rio multiple times.
Yeah.
And we got to kind of like rub elbows, not meet and greet or anything, because they didn't do that at the time, but at least see them and, be there. It was never high security like
Yeah.
anywhere else. You
Yeah.
can actually talk to them, shake hands, autographs, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the type.
The Von Erichs.
Ric Flair had been in Del Rio.
Yeah.
We can't track it down, but there's a lot of rumor that Andre came through Del Rio too. Andre the Giant.
I've never seen a flyer or anything with his name on it, but I know that.
Yeah.
I remember the old ads for the wrestling that would come to town.
Yep. Great stuff.
It was so weird. I watched a documentary on him over the weekend, Andre the Giant. So weird that he retired in South Carolina, of all places.
Hey.
But he had his own ranch out there.
Yeah.
And, that guy was huge.
Yes.
Physically and entertainment-wise. The hubby and I love wrestling more now, and we still go to live events. And we love Reno. Mike and Tracy Ramirez. Good morning.
Hey, give him the mic.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Mike finally get a day off. This guy,
There you go.
one of the few guys that works as hard as Reno, man. Freaking Mike.
He's always working, man. I always invite him out for drinks and dinner and stuff, but he's like, man, I got to work in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I can hear the wife in the background. You're not hanging out with him.
The next gift is for Selena, but Selena's not here.
Oh.
So we're going to have to re-gift this to the office staff.
No, I'm taking it to Selena.
Musico, to everybody
No,
else.
forget
But
them people. They
to
don't want to
make
come
up
in at 6
for-
in the morning. Too bad.
To make up for everything that she's missed, here's a Cheesecake Factory cheesecake.
What?
Híjole.
Wow, look at that.
I'll take that to Reno.
But there's no forks, no spoons, nothing. So
Oh, she
Brian
doesn't
can't-
need them. She doesn't need them.
Should be fine, brother. Should be fine. Look at that. And it's
Cheesecake.
hefty, bro.
Factory piece of cheesecake.
It's a 2-pound cheesecake, Jay.
Dang.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
it.
Man,
Break
that's
it
a
up.
lot of cheese for Selena.
Break out the spoons, man.
That's okay. Right, we'll just cover it up. We'll remold it. Nothing wrong with that.
And the final gift I've got is for Jay, of course.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Turn that off. All right, this is for Jay.
Look at
All right.
this.
And I think we're going to have to close the show early and get started.
Look at this.
How did you know I was out? Yeah.
It's,
Wild
it's
guess.
in your size, too, Jay.
Look
Here
at
you go,
that.
brother Jay.
Oh, wow. Perfect.
And you have one more glass you don't have to wash.
It's a perfect Friendsgiving.
Look at
Look
that.
at
It's
that.
a
That's
perfect
beautiful.
Friendsgiving.
Beautiful bottle of Jack Daniels. Somebody was even saying in there earlier, you need some Tennessee whiskey.
Well, there you go.
And lo and
The
behold,
The Tennessee
is.
honey one. I mean, you can do
at
that
that.
one, but that works too.
my week is already set up. Thank you, Reno.
Ah, you're
Yes,
welcome.
sir.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate
You're
it. That's
welcome.
awesome,
Happy
man.
Thanksgiving, guys. It's a Friendsgiving.
Heck yeah.
But yeah.
Favorite wrestlers, Ultimate Warrior and Sting. There you go.
The Blade Runners. There you go.
There you
And
go.
I'm really enjoying this segment. Finally, some class conversation. Wow.
You want
Man.
to know? Here's one of my fun tidbits. The Royal Rumble was held in San Antonio in '97, and if you go back and you watch that video, because you can get it right now on Peacock, and then it's gonna go to Netflix beginning in January, you'll see Reno. He comes out in the crowd, clear as day. There's Reno Luna at a wrestling show in San Antonio.
That kind of brings a little tear to my eye. Thank you, Brian.
Because you were with your dad, right?
Yeah.
I was with my dad. They get ready, right? They're getting ready to start the actual Royal Rumble, right? The main part of the whole. It's not the main event.
Yeah.
But they're getting ready to start the Royal Rumble. And they stop and they say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's attendance is 109,000. Whatever. Give yourself a big round of applause. And they move the camera right to me and my dad. It's like, what? I got phone calls. Hey, dude, how'd you do that? I don't know. But
Right place at the right time.
It was my birthday. It was, I don't remember the year, 98 maybe?
No, it was
97,
97.
98?
It was
97,
97.
98. And,
Because remember, they would go back. They were going back every 10 years for a while there.
Alamo Dome, man. So that brought tears to my eyes.
Man.
And it's captured forever, so that's great.
By the way, word was that Ric Flair broke someone's leg at the Civic Center when he came in the 80s, I believe.
I don't remember that, but I remember my brother holding the actual belt.
Oh.
Yeah,
The
my
10
brother
pounds of
held it.
gold?
No, not that one. It was the one that had the worlds or the globes on the side. It was the original belt.
Brian, thinking
had like
about this?
plates. An original plate, and then it had like a globe on one side and something else, but not Goldie.
No.
Yeah,
It would have been the if he was down here, he would have been representing the NWA. So it would have been the NWA, the 10 pounds
the
of
10
gold.
pounds of gold. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been that belt.
My brother was holding that belt. We got a picture of him holding the belt.
Nice.
Love the wrestling topic. I wish Brian would do recaps of every pay-per-view like how he would do in the paper back in the day.
Hey,
Back then, we couldn't afford it, so I would wait every day after school just to see what happened. Also, you guys are aware that Shawn Michaels lived in Del Rio as a child and played for the Lobos. Louis, checking in.
I don't know who he played for, but I knew that he was involved in sports. His older brother supposedly was much better than he was. But, yeah, and thanks for those kind words, Lee. And Reno was actually a big part of that column, because we would have an end-of-the-year awards thing, and he would be one of the people that would contribute his opinions on stuff, and we would get together and discuss who our wrestler of the year was and ... So it made things fun.
Reno always, you have a niche for finding ways to creep into movie settings and be in the background. It's like Howard Stern has that Baba Booey, it's just being yelled out at different times. You find a way to be in movie scenes, man. How do you do it?
I don't know.
He looks like that guy. We need that guy.
It's the beard, Jay. It's the beard.
You were like in 8 Seconds, the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Barbarossa.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what other movies were you in?
That's about it. I don't know. It's a niche, or maybe just luck.
You were in the camera for the wrestling. I mean, you always find the right spot to be in.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All
Thank you,
right.
man. Thank
I
you.
mean,
Appreciate that. Man, Jay, you're inflating my ego. My head's getting bigger. I'm not
Well,
able to
you
walk
got me
out
a
of
bottle
here.
of Jack, so I got you, man. I need another one for Christmas.
I need another one for Christmas.
Well, I understand there's going to be a vacancy here come January.
Yes.
So
There you go.
I'm here to apply.
You
for the
wanna
position.
apply?
Oh, man,
I
can
mean,
you
look.
imagine that?
I'm doing my demo.
I'd love for Reno to be a part of the show,
That would be
man.
amazing.
Heck yeah.
We
I'd be
never
taking
get-
more days off. I'd be like, yeah, Reno, you got this, right?
That's the cheesecake talking, man. That's the cheesecake talking guy.
Hey, Jay, why does it smell like whiskey all of a sudden? What's going on? Having a stroke?
I remember Reno when he used to sub in school, guys. Shout out to Reno.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks. Thank you very
Brian,
much.
can you
man.
show us your gift again, please, and thank
Heck
you.
yeah, this is from 1998, no less.
Look
That's
at that.
a Jack's. Jack's no longer makes these. It's a different company now. But that's pretty awesome. He also looks like it's an angry Latino Undertaker, so that's always fun. A lot of
Latino heat.
that's right. Other things about Reno you might not know. Reno's a
Oh, my
veteran.
God.
Yes, he is.
He's a veteran, a proud veteran.
Thank you.
Served, what years were you serving this great nation of ours?
1989. That's
Wow.
the year I graduated.
Okay.
91, 90, 89, 90, 91.
And it's the most
I got out
serious
at the
photo
end
of
of
Reno
91.
ever taken on this planet Earth.
Oh, yeah, the one where he's holding the...
He couldn't try to be. He's trying to be intimidating. I'm like, it's Reno.
Yeah.
Man, you guys did a lot of prep for the show, man. You guys, wow, that's pretty good.
We do our research,
Yeah,
man.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I'm telling you.
When we're not looking up fart jokes, that's what we got to do. So
All I did was go to HEB, man.
Yeah.
You guys did some
Go to
prep work
HEB.
here, man. Oh, thank you guys.
thanks
That
for
makes
your
me feel
service,
good,
by the
man.
way.
Thank you.
he
Thank you
served
very
on the
much,
city
man.
council. I mean, Reno is. He once during his re-election. This one of my favorite things. During his re-election one year, Reno actually brought wrestling to town and interfered in a match, and somebody thanked him for helping out, and
I took some bumps, man.
it was
I
fun.
was
It
in
was
the
fun
ring,
to watch
dude.
Reno get beat up.
I was bouncing off the ropes and everything, man. I took a hit.
And he shared a ring with an eventual world tag team champion.
Oh, yeah.
So
There you
down there
go.
in Brown Plaza,
Oh, yeah,
Reno knows his people.
Hernandez, right? Hernandez,
Yeah.
That was cool, man.
And
I remember
he
that.
has an extensive collection of, I don't know where you get all these awesome like movies and clips and concerts, but that's one of my favorite things about your channel that you have on
Aw,
YouTube
man.
is that if people want to know about Del Rio, like a lot of the entertainment in the past, they just go there and they can find these clips you've uploaded over the years, including video of Musical with hair, which I find to be the most
Yeah.
amazing.
I think he was in 3rd or 4th grade at the time, before it all started to fade out. But anyhow,
Man, you guys are making me feel sentimental here, man. That's
how do
crazy.
you capture all these moments? And by the way, what's your YouTube channel again?
It's on YouTube. It's just Reno Luna.
It's just Reno Luna?
You can look that up. But I do this thing called VHS to digital transfer.
Yes.
So a lot of people bring me VHS tapes, right? They just want them. Hey, can you make a DVD? And right now it's like, okay, we'll get your VHS, but wouldn't you just like it to go to the cloud directly? Like, yeah, sure.
Oh,
So
nice.
let's put it on YouTube. So a lot of times I get these videos, and I've received one about the flood of '98, which is great.
Yeah.
And it's probably one that has the most views on my channel. And I've gotten some VHS that had like the Johnny Gonzalez show.
Ah, yeah.
Man, these are like highly watched videos, especially after the Selena Netflix show. People started searching Johnny Canales, and it pulled up my channel, and hundreds of thousands of views, man. It's like, wow,
That's awesome,
really,
man.
really cool. Non-monetized, of course, because I can't do that. It's
Yeah.
Well, I
whatever.
can hand over the rights.
Jay's
But
like,
it's so cool. People search it up, and the Flood of '98 is really popular. And what is it? There's one on Wolfman Jack, and the radio
Yeah.
station is like, oh man, that's really cool. But really cool stuff that just falls into my lap. And of course, I ask the owners, hey, this videotape that you sent me has this. Do you mind if I post it? Oh yeah, sure. So I post it. I just get lucky. It just falls into my hands.
Oh wow,
Yep.
man! I got to tell you, that's pretty incredible. You have all this history on that YouTube channel of Del Rio.
Thank you.
I mean, look at you.
Thank you. Well,
No, I mean, just look at you. Let's just look at you. Let's just stare at Reno for a little bit.
ugly.
awkward.
You fail.
What do you think is going to be one of the biggest events for you personally that has happened in this city?
I think I was really young when this happened, but it's when Night Ranger came into town.
That
I think
that was the
one
big
of the
one
biggest
for you.
things because I was so young when it
Yeah.
happened. It was a Sunday afternoon. Night Ranger came into town, and like, man, I think that was one of the biggest things that ever happened. Night Ranger, not Air Supply.
Yeah,
Night Ranger. I think that was big.
Sister Christian himself.
Yep.
Don't tell me you love me.
Yeah, it was right before that album.
Wow.
But yeah, it was the Power Station. I think it was called Power Station. I don't remember what it was.
Reno,
But it was
that's-
pretty good. That was probably just the best event that ever happened. And Kansas came into town one time.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see them, but they performed at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
But I missed that show.
That
Freddie-
was a long show.
Freddie Fender came into town, and I caught him at the Paul Polk Theater. Like, it was half empty. It was really cool. man.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, it was really good.
All these events, man, that have come through town.
Big stuff, man. I think they're big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was big stuff. But,
Was the outfield ever here?
I don't think so.
No, they never came to Del Rio.
No.
I love Reno Luna as a DJ. He's an amazing guy. He was a DJ for my Quince 12 years ago.
Woo!
Amazing man.
Hey, well, thank you very much for having me out there. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's
Thank
not
you, guys.
forget
Thank you,
Reno
thank
was
you,
the
thank
man behind Club Applebee's.
Ah, yeah.
Reno's
That
like,
guy.
Don't bring that up.
I remember
Oh,
you would set up every Friday night
Oh, yeah.
and do the Club Applebee's thing.
Yep.
Man, you guys did some research here.
We didn't do any research. We're reading from your Wikipedia page.
I have a Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's pretty good.
You're that popular
That's
now.
right.
Does Brian have a Reno photo file on his phone
Reno photo.
On my
with these
photo-
different pics of Reno?
The only picture I have of Reno on my phone is a picture that he, myself, and my cousin, somebody took it. I don't remember who took it for
Yep.
us at WrestleMania in Dallas. We didn't go together. My cousin and I went together, and Reno went with.
Yeah, I went with my family.
Yeah, so we just happened to see each other out in the parking lot, and we took the photo because, like I said, we've known each other since the '80s. So that's the only photo I have, but it means a lot because it's Reno. He's my buddy.
Yeah.
So
It's actually the three of us, and I met Richard in the 7th grade, San Felipe Memorial, or San Felipe Middle School at the time, and we started hanging out because he lived like a block away.
yeah,
And then Brian started hanging out. So I've known Brian since about the 7th grade. I'm not sure what year that was, 82, 83?
yeah,
But
somewhere
I've
around
known
there.
Brian about that long.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then his mother and my father worked together at Garfield. So, just known Brian for
You've known him for a while. Where did you get the nickname Reno Luna?
That goes back to the subbing. That goes back
Okay.
to the subbing. And at the time, I had just gotten out of the military, and I was subbing. I was working here, and I was doing something else. I was doing like 3 or 4 different jobs, right? And one of the students asked, "What's your real job?"
Oh.
And I kind of stuck the real Reno Luna.
Huh.
So that's
Ever
been-
since then,
Yeah.
you kind of, that became your nickname.
Yep. And after this year, this year started my 33rd year with the district, man.
Wow.
So it's
33 years.
33 years, man. Do you believe that? Plus
Wow.
subbing. I don't know. There's like probably 3 years or so.
Yeah, how do you stay in one place for that period of time, man?
I'm moving around.
That's insanity, man. Jeez. Reno used to DJ at the elementary school I went to. Puro Tejano. Sanchez Roofing. Check it out. Dang.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So you're the
sir.
reason that Roll loves Tejano. God
Hey,
bless.
I still do Friday night Tejano Takeover.
Do you?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Paul Lomas radio station.
Oh, that
Del
dude.
Rio's Latino Mix.
Really?
Yeah, well, now I'm busy on Friday nights with basketball and all the games and everything, right? But usually if I'm off, I'll do the Friday night Tejano Takeover. But it's just like a podcast from home, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
just playing all the
Nice.
classic music, an hour or two, just depending on the schedule. But that's my
Right.
Friday night, yeah.
And how do you feel about podcasts now and radio? Do you feel like podcasts are now the new thing?
The time shifting is great because sometimes if I can't catch your show or if I miss a part, I can always go back, rewind, and watch it again. So it's great. I kind of like the power that the user has. I don't like that they get to see behind the curtain and kind of see what's actually happening. Like these curtains, like the cameras, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes away a lot of the magic of radio.
Theater
You
of
know,
mind.
yeah, you can't do all the old stuff that we used to do. You know,
Yeah.
you can't have that. You know, they're peeking behind the curtain. It's good, but you know, it takes away a lot of the radio magic. A lot of back then, people didn't know what radio DJs look like. We can just
That's why I got into the industry, man. Had a face for radio. So,
Beautiful.
and then all these live cameras started coming out, and I was like, oh, great. Jeez.
That's Jay Gonzalez?
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, by the way, good morning, guys. Y'all have a great day. Shout outs to Reno Luna.
Hey, good morning. Good
Yeah.
morning. Good morning.
And also, so great to hear such positiveness this morning. Man.
What are you trying to say? Look, Kim will be here shortly to ruin everything, so don't worry about it.
Gosh.
It's a positive cheesecake. It's a positive bottle.
So, of all the people you've met, have you ever been starstruck?
Oh, I'm starstruck all the time, man.
Really?
All the time. All the time.
Like, who's giving you the biggest starstruck feeling?
Hard to. That's hard. That's a hard one. I think anytime I get that type of opportunity, I feel starstruck.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you got to hang out with Kiss,
Oh yeah. Well, not hang out. I was in a line with like 100 other people,
I like that,
right?
hanging out with kids.
And they just got you up there and said, "Okay, how do you want your photo?" It's
Yeah.
Like, okay, 1, 2, 1. One by yourself.
Oh, okay.
One with the person that you're with, and then one by the other person, right? Okay. So I think if I spent 40 seconds, a minute at the most, that's
Wow.
all we did. But that was really cool. That was really, really cool.
can I ask how much you spent for that minute?
If I would have,
You can ask.
if
I
I
no
would've
answer.
done that at the previous tour,
Yeah.
it would have been a lot cheaper. It was like $400,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, oh, gee. But I think the end of the road before pandemic, because during the pandemic they had the plexiglass, and you couldn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
fist bump or shake hands or anything like that. There was a plexiglass between you and the band. That was really terrible. But I got to do that. But it was a nice little number. I don't think I should reveal that. I think my wife might be listening. But yeah, it was you do the meet and greet plus your ticket.
Okay.
And before that was you could get seats in the first 5 rows,
Wow.
your meet and greet, and your everything included, right?
Yeah.
For like $400. I should have just done that at the time and gotten that itch over with. But the Madison Square Garden show was awesome.
Good morning, guys. Y'all have a great day. Reno, please say hi to your sister from me. Class of 93, Naughty Nadia.
93. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone.
And I remember when Mike Tyson knocked out Shawn Michaels on the pay-per-view event, WWF, guys.
Yeah, I met Mike Tyson in Vegas about 6 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah,
See, you
that's
find
pretty
your way around all these celebrities, too, man.
Yeah,
How do you do it?
pay. It's just meet
I like
Mike
that.
Tyson
Pay.
here. It was really cool. But back in when I was in the Army, we would all gather for the pay-per-views, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, Mike Tyson's gonna fight, and we'd all gather in the rooms and watch. So Mike Tyson was one of those things. Like, whoa, man, it was a draw. You had to go watch those fights.
Yeah.
We watched the actual Buster Douglas fight
Oh,
where he
wow.
got knocked, and I did spend some time with. That's where I really got some time to spend with Tyson and talk for a little bit.
Huh.
He was not in a rush, and we were the first in line, so it's like okay, and we spoke as much as we could.
Yeah.
Took as many pictures as we could. There was the guy just taking pictures of us, and it was great.
Man.
It was awesome. That was a really good meeting.
So what was your thoughts on the Tyson fight with
Jake Paul.
I thought he did great. I didn't want to see that picture of him again, but where he turned his back, I don't want to see that again, man. And keeps coming back on memes. But
Man.
oh, gee.
All right. Good morning, guys. Let's see here. The most starstruck I've ever been was when I met The Undertaker. He's so intimidating in real life, and I never felt so short as a person, standing next to another man. Thank you, Louie.
He is a tall guy.
Good
yeah.
morning, Louie.
There you go, man. Well, I mean, look, big wrestling fanatic, Kiss fanatic. I've only seen Kiss once, and I think that was enough. But
You saw the Hot in the Shade
Hot in the
tour,
Shade tour, yeah.
Shade tour.
Back when general admission tickets were like $20,
Dang.
and you got like 3 bands on the bill. So
General admission on the floor.
on the floor,
On
yeah,
the floor. I remember going to a lot of shows like that.
yeah.
Yep.
Those are the good
AC/DC.
times.
I think the Money Talks tour.
Money Talks
It
tour.
was general admission, just all the floor. It was $20, and
Wow.
mosh pits and everything going on. It was
Wow.
back in the time.
Well, listen, man, we could sit here and talk forever. It's crazy. It's already been 40 minutes that we've been chatting with you.
Zoom by, baby.
It goes by so fast, doesn't it?
Hey, dude.
I told Jay I was ready for a roast. I was ready to take the calls and take the hits. But hey, thank you,
No,
Dory.
no,
I appreciate that, man.
I
Thank
told
you.
you it wasn't going to be a roast, man. We appreciate and
Heck yeah.
grateful to have you, as part of our community
Thank you.
and in our lives. So thank you, Reno, for taking the time on your week off of work to come in and chat with us clowns in here. Yeah.
I'm afraid now. I'm not gonna sleep.
So any final words you want to say, man?
No, thank you very much, Jay. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Selena. Thank you, Lupita. Thank you to the whole crew here at KDLK Hot Country. You guys are awesome. You guys entertain me every day of the week. I appreciate it.
You miss being on the radio?
I get that little itch with that
Yeah.
Del Rio's Latino mix that gets it out of me. And then when I DJ the clubs and the parties and the quinces and the weddings, that kind of alleviates the itch. But yeah, I do get that itch still, man. It's addicting.
Yeah, it is.
It's addicting, just like the tattoos and needles and all that.
Yeah.
The radio's just as addicting.
Right on.
Well, there you go. Reno, man, thanks for dropping in.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
it, man. You have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you, guys.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. More to discuss coming up right after these words.
The most streamed,
You just make my morning.
the most interactive,
And I love listening to you guys in the morning.
and the most unpredictable.
I listen every morning.
Look what God gave her, how perfect He made her. She walks in the room, it's like He answered my prayers.
He wasn't our first choice for the mornings, but he'll do. It's Jay Gonzalez in the morning.
Working on the night shift, baby.
Hey, what's up? This is John Party.
Dying for your touch like crazy.
Jay Gonzalez in the morning, right now on 94.1 KDLK.
Robert's Jewelers Christmas sale is going on now. Save 50% off a large section of sterling silver jewelry. That's right, 50% off. Prices start at $5. 25% off all Robert's Jewelers' large selection of fine jewelry and gifts. It's gift time at Robert's Jewelers. Use Robert's convenient, no-fee 6-month layaway plan. Robert's Jewelers have gifts for everyone on your Christmas list and at 25% to 50% savings. And remember, gift wrapping is always free. Robert's Jewelers,